go get him. Let's go get him today, man. Let's go. Hey, dominate on 3. 1, 2, 3, dominate.
What do you think your impact or the impact will be with Elijah Mitchell back in the running game, or at least in the fold potentially this weekend?
I think that Elijah Mitchell he gives you a really solid number 2 option that you haven't had. I mean, I people like, Jordan Mason is a great story. But the 49ers, I don't think, are comfortable with him being the number back in terms of an every down back, right? I think that's why we don't see him get the ball more often in the offenses. I'm not sure if they're totally bought in with him yet in the passing game, whereas with Elijah Mitchell, you get that really tough inside runner, but you also get a guy that you trust in the passing game right now to protect and go out and catch the ball. I think he just helps give you a second back that can really get after it.
Yeah, I agree. I honestly think Elijah Mitchell's the main thing that can really elevate this offense. Deebo Samuel will return, and he's huge. But when you got Christian McCaffrey, the reason I was so excited is because you would have this 1-2 punch with Elijah Mitchell. I think that when you have Elijah Mitchell and Christian McCaffrey, you have these 2 running backs that can both run outside zone, but also execute the inside zone well. You have running backs with multi-dimensional skills. It opens up the entirety of your running game. Adding the passing game element where McCaffrey has flourished and Mitchell has showcased an ability to do with the 19 catches in 20 opportunities last year. You have guys that can operate with all facets, and it doesn't take away any part of your playbook. I think that was huge. And then when you talk about the skill sets of the running backs, McCaffrey's elusive. He'll force guys to miss tackles, won't necessarily be the guy after contact. But Mitchell, he's a guy who can get 50% of his yards after contact, which is huge for the 49ers offense. He's a guy who's also been churning this in limited opportunities, obviously, this season, but has been executing at a very high level, over 5 yards per carry this year. And so it gives you an opportunity where Kyle Shanahan has full trust in him. He gets a good amount of the carries off of McCaffrey, allowing him to be as effective as possible. I think that it just opens up the 49ers offense even more when you bring him back. And that's already talking about an offense that has been amongst the top 5 since Christian McCaffrey was implemented.
Yeah, no, I think Deebo Samuel and Mitchell coming back, that definitely helps that out. And the Friars have a lot there. And when it comes to Deebo Samuel, if Christian McCaffrey is on the field, I just want to see Deebo Samuel play wide receiver. Just go ahead and let him play wide receiver. Just let him be Ray McLeod. Stop moving him around and doing them in all these different things that you do with him, because offense, I think that's partly why we saw the offense start to click better too over a few weeks, because they weren't trying to figure out how to get Deebo Samuel the ball as a running back.
Yeah.
It wasn't all this. It just was a more straightforward offense, and we'll see.